everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Vikings hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Chargers going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short, and they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry for Melvin Gordon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80.
Slot man moves right. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And Cook has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Cook following the penalty. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Get rid of him. Why 90? Why 90? 50%. Mike, 50%. Watch the slam. Watch the slam.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Halfback sent in motion. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Here's Garrett Swanson now. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Going deep here for Allen. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They're going to look to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us if they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Force! Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58! Hey, Mike 52! Mike 52! 2 J!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play clock winding down. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater lets it fly for Treadwell. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Williams, a man in motion right. Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Garrett Swanson now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL.
Latavius Murray. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 82 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Buying time to his left. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The backup Rob Kelly, his first carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Fresh set of downs here.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Boom. Landing.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down throw for Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second down, Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs for a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater going with a screen for Murray. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you? You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Three yards to go on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
Wait, 90. Dagger. Under 10.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Here we go now. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Get ready.
51, Mike, 51. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Let's go. Dagger.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The gun, Bridgewater lets it fly for Thielen. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
So a change of possession here on the punt. The Chargers getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Let's go.
Handoff comes to Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Get ready. Let's go. Play 90.
Off the play fake. Bridgewater lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to the ground, Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They run the counter with Cook. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They come out here in the eye. Now Cook, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he motions the wide receiver. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A toss play. Gordon trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.